very low.
All right, good. Now it should be high.
Yep.
What's going on, man? What's going on? Happy Monday to everybody. What's going on? What's going on? We are live today. I'm gonna pull my camera up in a second. I'm trying to, fix myself together. Peace, brothers. All right, we got the people coming through. All right. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? LDA and John. All right. I don't think y'all ready for what we about to talk about. I think you're ready. Let me say what's up. Happy Monday to everyone. Don't forget the number for today is for this month is 49. And to those few, for those limited few, your package has went out today. Your package is in the mail. It's what they say is on the way. Your package is on the way. Your package is on the way. I have a limited few right here, and the whole parameters have changed. So I want you to know. Yeah, I did get you, Sigma. I did get you. I need my mouse to work. Wait, come on, mouse. I need you to wake up and wake my mouse up. He went to sleep again. I did get your there we go. I did get your PayPal. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's about to go down. Y'all ain't ready for what you think we gonna talk about. What's going on? Peace, brothers. Peace, everybody in the chat room. William, what's going on? Your package is on the way. Those who reached out to me, your package, it's on the way. It's in the mail. It is coming to you. I was up early this morning talking to the mail lady at the post office, like, come on. Oh my God. You gave out a punch on Saturdays. So you seen with me and Dr. Cooper. Yeah, they weren't ready for me on Dr. Cooper's live. They were not ready. I went, so I'm gonna give you a little snippet. So the guy says something about allowing, you need to allow yourself. Let me move over here because you need to allow, she needs to allow you to be a leader and to lead. I said, no, my brother. You lead because you are a man with her or without her. If you're waiting for her to allow, you're going to be waiting for everything else to happen in your life. It is up to the man to lead no matter what. If you're waiting for someone to allow you to do something, that means you're not in the right driver's seat. But I'm and the words are someone I look up to, I'm just talking. So yeah, Saturday was off the chain. So if you want to see that one, it is definitely on my page on Facebook with myself and Dr. Cooper and Dr. Kayla, I think it was. You don't want to miss that. That was a 1-2 punch, I'm telling you. So let's get into what we're going to talk about. Can you afford to be a player in the game? So we know first when we talk about game, I don't like my lights, but I'm about to, there we go. We know when we talk about game, we talk about strategies. It's real talk. That was a good show. Yeah, I'm about to may need to bring it back over here. We know when we talk about game over here, we're talking about strategies. That means how you move and how you do things. Game is strategies. Now, most people have a misnomer about what game is because they're looking from a negative side, or they're looking from realize that game is amoral. It means it's neither good nor bad as what you prescribe to it or what you perceive it to be. But what we're talking about today, can you afford to be a player in the game? So, Jono, I know you want to take the gloves off. So let's get it rolling.
Yeah, I think what we need to, kind of investigate is, you put forth a certain persona when you speak to people, and when you put forth a certain, essence in the air by speaking to people and behaving, it puts out there, how people respond to you and how people are going to relate to you. And Instagram is the biggest culprit of this right now. People putting out personas they can't afford. They're putting out personas that literally are picture worthy only. And then when you look in there, when you dig into their lifestyle, you dig into their, situation, it don't match up. They're always on the beach. They're always, in front of expensive cars. They're always out in the best restaurants, eating the best food. But some of them can't even pay their own rent. They ain't living in your mother's basement. And what I think is a big problem is perception has now pushed other people who want to be authentic to try and catch up to these people in their lifestyle, and they just simply can't afford it. And I think this is a very important thing. Like, you need to be building something inside you first and make sure that that is the thing you're paying for, as opposed to trying to make an outward perception of yourself be funded by the money that should be going to something more important. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I feel about it. That's just a foundational thought right now. I'm talking about, we're going to go probably way deeper than this, but to me, that's just an initial statement.
Yeah, because I think what happens is we have a lot of people who so people people want to go out and pose like there's something that they are not. So what you see right here is my real outfit. I wear this every day. I don't wear it every day, but I wear it in real life. So a lot of times people are posing. So can you afford to be a player in the game? That means, are you first authentic within? And I think a lot of times when it comes to the game and you talking about you a player and you living all this life and you posing, pretending on social media in different places, content creators too. What happens is you are not living authentically where you are and where you can go. So I think what needs to be built is your foundation of who you are within. You know what we talk about here is the gospel of what? Gospel of responsibility. So when you do the gospel of responsibility, you know that everything falls back on you. It's not blaming a woman. It's not blaming your mama. It's not blaming your daddy. It's not blaming your cousin. It's not blaming Boo Boo. It's not blaming cousin Ted. It is on you. And so what you have to do now, we're going to pull back the layers a little bit more, because we're going to talk about something that I think a lot of people, when we talk about can you afford to be a player? Can you really think about what we're about to talk about? Because we're going to talk about the magic word that most people, they talk about it in the sectors, but they don't talk about it. And that is, can I say the word? Money, 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 money. Can you afford to be a player in the game? And we're going to look at money from a different angle that you ain't never thought about it.
Absolutely. If you think about it, first of all, whatever your platform is, whatever your brand is, we've been talking about platforms and brands all weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we have to be realistic, all right? Realistic about where you can be and what you offer to people. Okay. Now, we're going to approach it from a couple different standpoints. In your family, when you're dealing with associates, and when you're dealing with people in business. And what happens is, a lot of people first look at value through your peer group, okay? Like your best friends, your people who you're going to relate to, that you almost compare yourself to them, but you're not trying to be jealous of them. You're not trying to be envious. You're just trying to see, am I on the right level when it comes to even the people I'm around? And what happens is, if you are making steps to better your life because you feel you need that improvement, that is something that's okay. And if you take, say, you got your budget worked out, it's not, a lot of people don't budget at all. They just, okay, my bills due, here it is. But are you living within your means? Are you living within the money that you make? And if you're not doing that, then you're actually sending yourself down a bad road, because you're constantly putting stuff on credit instead of paying for it with cash. You're going to be running up debt and interest that you can't afford, and you're going to find out later you can't afford. If you make, say you make, I don't know, $1,000 a week, and you got a credit card bill that's paying like $700 for the whole month, that means you're putting stuff on the credit card that shouldn't be there, and that $700 more than likely is mostly interest. And what happens is, if you're paying your stuff to interest, Imagine a bag you bought for $200. That bag is now $300, or that bag is maybe $400, depending on how long you've been paying for that bag. The government allows you to pay almost 3 times the price for anything, even your house. But the house is also an investment, so that has an appreciated value to it. But some things that are depreciated value, like bags, sneakers, jackets, belts, suits, depreciated value, things that won't be worth nothing the minute you take it out the store. Are you spending your money on that and then paying the credit card company another percentage point to keep it? Because they're not going to come repossess it. They're just going to mess up your credit. So what we're trying to say is, can you afford to be the player or the persona that you emit? Social media, real life, at work, at the family. Do you have people coming around you looking for what you have and they think you have it and you don't really own it? You don't really have it. 90% of us don't even own our car. You paying for it. 90% of us don't own our house. You paying for it. All these things that you're willing to risk all your salary for, are they worth it? And did you buy it for the right intentions? You know what I'm saying?
Right. So are you buying these things? What's going on, Tish? What's going on, Ted? What's going on? Everybody in the chat room again. Or what's going on? So just the thing of it, hit the like button. So the most important, the thing we want you to get here, it is, are you trying to live a lifestyle of what you hear on social media and you can afford it? Are you trying to live because you hear all these guys, well, you need money to get women, you need this and this and that. No, we're not talking all about that, because we realize the only game you need to be running is on you. So it always starts within you. So now it's getting we got to get to the consciousness of money.
Absolutely. Have somebody been running a game on you to spend your money? Has somebody run a game on you to reprioritize? That's the right word. Reprioritize your money out of your bills. I was in a certain place last night, which you know exactly where I was, and I watched this guy literally change out hundreds of dollars, tossed it in the air, fell on certain of individuals. He went to the ATM so many times that they locked up his card. The fraud department of his card company locked up his card and he couldn't cover his tab. Imagine that. Where are you in life that you could go and pay a $10 ATM fee on $100 and only get $100 a time out and lock up your own card so your tab on file, your boys got to cover for it, or you're actually getting in trouble with the bar? And I know some people on this channel has been in that situation, and then doesn't have to be one of the S club, but it definitely could be at the regular club because you're there showing off with the weekly pay, and that's not right. It's just not right. Some people can't afford it. Some people can afford to do it every day, but they found a way to make their income match their lifestyle, and they're not here to show off, especially somebody who's there to work there and take your money at the S club.
So players, pretend pimps and Max and all that. The first thing you need to do, if anything you need to learn right here before what we're talking about, is get your mind together, get your money mind together. You got to get your money together. Did we say money to get women? No. Did we say the money to do this? No, we did not say that. We said get your money together. Can you afford to be a player in the game? And many times you can't afford the game that you want to play. So that's why you stuck playing at this level where you could be playing at this, but you need to get your money together. But we need to first dig deep and get that mind together first. So we're going to pull back a little bit so you can look beyond the hood and see what's going on in your mind. Just go for women too. I know everybody greeting each other and because it's Monday and everything, but I'm here to tell you, just go for women too. You got to get your money together. Your money, till I said, your money, I want everybody to write this in the chat because y'all greeting each other like y'all y'all at church or something. Hey, everybody, say. I want everybody to write this in the chat room. My money has ears. My money has ears. Everyone in the chat room, put that in there. My money has ears. What does this have to do about can you afford to be a player? Oh yeah, this gonna make sense. When we pull it all together, you're gonna be like, dog, I didn't even think about that, man. My money has ears. Thank you. My money has ears. Come on, somebody else need to write that. I'm telling y'all listening on the sideline, like, what does this got to do with game and when do with women and all that? My money has ears.
Listen.
There you go. I like that. I like that joke. My money, look how he did that. That's what I'm talking. My money has ears. See, a lot of times you can't invest in yourself to better yourself because you don't have the money to do it.
I mean, have we let society tell us how to spend our money? And I think that's the biggest problem. You go on Instagram, you go on social media, you go on other like Facebook, watch it on the TV on commercials. They're telling you how to spend your money. Okay. And if you're a weekend warrior where you go and grind out the 5 days a week of your job, and then on the weekend, you're trying to get away, you're trying to spend the money and create a lifestyle for yourself that makes it worth it to do all that whole grind all over again the next week. Is this a situation that you can afford? And is it fulfilling your life? Are you happy with it? You know, some people have buried themselves in not just materialism, but facade. Okay. And the facade is that you need to look like something that you aren't really that person. You know how you find out you're not that person? When you bring somebody home or when you go to their house, you start to see who the real person is and don't match up with the person that you was in the pictures doing.
I'm gonna answer this question, Ted, because I think it's a good question, and it's gonna tie in. Can a dude with SSI and staying with his mom get a woman? I want your opinion on it. The answer is yes.
Of course. Of course.
Should
he? That's the real question.
Right. That's the question. Right. Now you can get a woman and you can do all the wonderful things you want to do with that woman. But at the end of the day, is this for short term or just going to be long term? Because somewhere you're gonna need some money, honey.
Listen, first impressions are everything. Nobody's saying they're not. But what we have to understand is impression is supposed to be followed up with perception. Okay. So in order to maintain that perception, you should have some consistency across the board. And if you're not doing that, it's going to come out. Most women don't want to be with a guy after she's already been with him. It's because he lies.
Prince O, my dude. Prince O. This dude is cold, man, with cold approach, man. He'd be out there getting it. Shout out to you, Prince O. Women cost. I can't even get that out of my throat. Let me get a couple gunshots on that one. Women cost money. The game is expensive. I don't know why guys don't believe it. The thing of it is, can I go to LDA of the Dark a little bit for a second? Let me step on LDA of the Dark. Come here, LDA.
5 minutes to one.
5 minutes to one. 5 minutes to one. How can I say this? Their interaction in the bedroom is free, but to get there could cost you.
Yeah.
Let me say that. Let me make sure I clarify. Their interaction behind closed doors is free because it's natural. But the cost to get there could cost you time, attention, and whatever else. So don't get it switched. It costs. Because you're going to cost to take care of yourself. You're going to make sure you smell good. You ain't going out there just not brushing your teeth, not doing nothing. It costs. It's the things that you do for yourself first. For her to even say that you're attracted. Did I say it take money to get women? No. Because if you think it takes money to get women, then you're renting a woman and you're not really having the woman.
Yeah. What are you paying for? Her body or her mind?
Say that. John, say that again. Are you paying for her body or her mind? You said,
when you say paying, are you paying attention? Are you paying enough attention to yourself to make sure you attract the right person to you, that you could get a mind and a body? But if you're paying for a body and you don't care about the mind, then that's when transactions get messed up. Okay.
Pay the cost of she said pay the cost to be the boss. I wish I could play James Brown.
I'm gonna tell you something very important. If you think that everybody has to go out with, you know, two racks in their pocket to make sure that night goes right, then you went out with the wrong perception. Of course it costs money, but the currency we're talking about is the investment in the person. It's not so much stacks of dollars.
That's good, right? That's powerful right there, because I think that went right over their head. Her body and her mind, that's good. So let me say this again, because that's an important fact I think people really need to hear. It's the investment in you and not, you say that right? Make sure I'm gonna repeat this right. It's the investment in you as an individual. That's what costs. I see your numbers drop. I don't care. The thing is the investment in you. Right. That's what costs. And see, a lot of times guys don't want to pay.
You can't afford to be less of a person.
Say that again.
You can't afford to be less than a person. You can't afford to be in a bad spot. You can't afford to be less than ready for her. You can't afford that.
Okay, see that I knew Trip Savage. He's like, wait a minute, bro. When you put it like that, I agree. You're right.
We all know. Listen, the date is the last thing you pay for, right? The date itself is the last thing you pay for.
Right.
The first thing you pay for is who you are on that date. The first thing you pay for is the conversation. The first thing you pay for is the interaction. How much investment are you making? Are you even looking in the right place?
Right. Make sure they get this, because I want y'all to get this. Can you afford to be a player in the game? The investment that you need to make is in yourself. And what happens is the reason why some of these women are saying some of these things, because y'all Negroes, and I'm talking to you brothers, are raggedy, tore up, can't speak proper English.
Oh my God.
Can't speak proper English. Every word is another word after another word. Ain't the right words. Can't understand what you're saying because you don't want to invest in yourself to get groomed right, to take care of yourself right. How you present yourself is not for the woman, baby boy. It's for you. And you got to be able to be so cool and so fresh with it that you are like a player, that when you talk and when you dress and where you move, it's not for her. It's an investment in you. And a woman who sees that you invested in you, she's going to say, you know what, baby? What can I do to be with you?
Absolutely. You wouldn't even spend no money on that first date.
Say that again.
You would not even have to spend any money on that first date if you invested in yourself properly, because attraction doesn't cost money.
No.
Attraction doesn't cost a thing. Attraction is a state, and that state is either on or off, and that's it. If a person's into you, they're going to be into you. It has nothing to do with what you spent on them. Not being into somebody and all of a sudden you buy a mistake does not make them into you. What they did was take advantage of you.
And what you just became was a certified, I can say it because it's my channel. You became a certified trick hoe.
Exactly. You got
That's all you became. So don't think the most important person you need to, I'm talking to you, brother, because some of y'all brothers, I see y'all. You need to invest in yourself. That's why we say, can you afford to be a player in the game? You think I got to do this to get the woman. You're not doing it to get the woman. You're doing it to invest in you. You have not invested in a suit. You have not, you may not need a suit. I'm not saying, but you haven't invested in yourself. you have not invested in, most of all, the most important thing you have invested in is your mind.
I mean, you got to break it down by the numbers. How many dates have you gone on with how many different people and got the same result? Okay. Some people, they don't get lucky at the end of the day. Some people are looking and looking and looking, and you're wasting a lot of money. This is the part you can't afford. You haven't fixed your game. So now you're constantly spending money on the same bad lines, spending money on the same bad method, the same bad system. And guess what? Your money's going out the door. You might as well have went to the S Club and threw your money away on somebody to get an immediate result instead of working on your game. You should have been working on your game.
Should have been. Be more like.
If you're gonna be lazy, you might as well go to the S Club and make it happen.
Make it rain and be a trick.
I'm telling you, you want to be tricked? You might as well do it in a place where they're not trying to trick you. It's a real dollar amount, and here you go.
Right.
But you're tricking yourself by using the same old game on all these new people that it don't work on, and they're getting free meals out of you.
Be more likely to invest in be more likely to invest in you herself when she sees that the ground you lay. Right. She'll be more likely to invest in you when you invest in yourself. What she said, trick. Jesus Christ. Yes, flashing money will only get you used. If you solid in your lane, you don't have to be rich.
If you wanted to be giving away meals, you should have been buying up more surface area by getting sandwiches for the homeless shelter instead of handing out free meals in the restaurant with your terrible game.
Does that mean, let me get something for y'all? I say, John will break down insanity, doing things the same way, think you end up with a different result. That's it, insanity. That's exactly what it is, Dr. Cooper. That's exactly what it is. So a lot of you guys are out there, I'm gonna spend a meal. Did I say you shouldn't spend a meal? But baby boy, and I'm speaking to you, I gotta speak to this, John, man. If you don't get your mind together, if you don't get your speech together, if you don't invest in your language, your ability to articulate the English language in such a way that people will understand you, if you don't do that, if you don't take the money to embetter your looks, some of you guys, I'm not saying you need to get a chin line. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about, dude, just dress nice. Stop wearing the Charlie Brown stripes all the time. Get some nice shoes for you. It ain't for her. See, when you dress nice and take care of yourself inwardly and outwardly, you become automatically, your confidence goes up and you become attractive.
That's true. Invest in, like when you talk about articulation, you know, if every other word you replace with something that the hood would appreciate, like a curse word or a slang word, if you're replacing every other word, which you should have a much broader vocabulary at that point, if you're replacing every other word with a curse word or some kind of slang word, that's not game. That's not game. It's actually a sign of immaturity. And it bothers me. It bothers me when you're supposed to be in a mode where you're downloading something important and the vocabulary doesn't match up with the intelligence.
Let me say this.
Does your vocabulary match up with your intelligence? That's a good question.
Put some leather in your wardrobe. If you understand what I'm saying, and then let me know in the chat room, this is connecting with you. This is resonating with you. You getting what we're saying. Because this is just the first day. Because you know I'm doing series now. This is just the first day. This is the great break of the ground, because there's a lot of ground we're going to cover. But this is just the first one. If this is resonating with you, you need to get this. Because we think
you spent your money on. Have you spent your money on a belt? The belt's not going to help you. The belt is not going to help you when you're meeting for the person for the first time. They may recognize a good matchup of a belt and shoe and wallet, but if you can't even hold a conversation, what are we doing here? If you don't know any manners or any table manners or any gestures as a man, manners, what are we talking about here? Your look means nothing at that point.
Let me read these two comments, because this the next two comments are a fire right here. Seriously. Nothing like a well-groomed man with a plan. Let me see what I can do to help you. I want to invest into that man. This right here, that's so true, Dr. Cooper. You can't afford to be a lame. That's expensive. You cannot afford to be a lame. Damon 23. That is hard. That's right there on the money right there. This is resonating hard. This is resonating like milk, like this is resonating. Mine like a Rolls Royce, right? Makes sense. I dig it. You guys are absolutely on the money, right? So this is the important things. But this right here, you cannot afford to what? To be a lame. The problem is you don't want to take time to invest in who you are as a man. You want somebody to give you what you want is, I'm going to tell you what they want. They want somebody to give them the fur coat, give them the car, throw the women at them, and just say, now you got game. You have not taken the time to invest in you. And guess what, baby boy? I'm talking to you, brother. It's going to cost you some money to invest in you. So you got to get your money right, and you got to get your money right. You got to get your money right. You can't attract a decent woman when you don't invest in yourself. This dude don't do it. Damon, I'm about to give you a couple gunshots. You're on fire today.
Listen, we have a big problem. The same way we think women are ready to not do anything and they want the man to do everything. No, there's a preparation process on their end, and there's a preparation process on your end. The same way we assume women, just want everything done for them, and we want to care for them, everything. The same way that you think to yourself that in order to get those things, it's going to be handed to you just by showing up and doing what you think you're supposed to do as a man, but it's not going to fall in your lap. You got to do some work too. Okay. You got to work on your mind. You got to work on your body. You got to work on your look. You got to work on a total package. Remember that show, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy? Remember that show from back in the day? Yeah, it was a bunch of, guys helping one guy, basically fix all aspects of his life so that when he put himself out there, he'd have the right total look. We can't wear a suit if your living room's a mess. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
You can't get a haircut if you don't have the right product at home to maintain that haircut. Okay? You have to be able to keep it going, not just make an instant change and tomorrow you snap back into the same old person like Cinderella. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
are you Cinderella on Instagram? And is your time up at 12 o'clock?
Some people time up at 12 o'clock because the Nike shoe that they're wearing ain't right. And they don't fit them. I see what you said, Joe, but I had a friend I cut off years ago because they always complained about how they couldn't get women and would not work on themselves. True savage, that's it. That's what we're trying to say. Can you afford to be a player in the game? Most people can't afford to be a player in the game because they don't want to take the initial step, and that is investing in themselves. I'm back. I was doing a walk with my niece just now, back and forth from the living room to my room. Right. You're getting yourself together. That's what I'm talking about, Ted. You have to, I'm going to hammer this in here. You got to invest in you as a man. Did I say for the woman? No. Because most guys, see what they do, John, they don't talk about it on here. They try to be slick. Well, I'm going on this because I want to get a woman. Guess what you're doing? You're doing it for the doggone wrong reasons. You're doing this to what? For yourself. This is what they're missing. You got to do it. It's like Steve, let me see. Like Steve the Dean said, this is important. You have to work on yourself. Correct. Master the fundamentals before you claim that Rolls Royce.
Like you going to a church, would you go and and listen to a preacher in an empty church? No. You got to have. You're going to follow somebody that actually has some people doing what they say. Okay, and the only way you're going to put up the perception that you could be that way is by changing your image. And if you're striking out all the time, then you need to change something. You need to change something in your book, in your playbook. Okay, how you a player and your playbook don't get you wins and touchdowns and slam dunks and home runs. Okay, if you're striking out, then your playbook is wrong. You need to change the playbook. Fire the coach, fire all your assistants, start over, get a new owner. Okay? Own your new self by becoming somebody else and doing what you got to do to turn those losses into wins.
That's it, 100%. Dr. Cooper, is actually how you see yourself. It's self-love. A real woman will be able to tell you're faking by how you invest in you or not. She will respond according to especially how have already invested in her own self-improvement. We need someone or something to nurture and help build. We water you and water your seed. Catch that. So it's important. So I want you guys to really get it, because today we just scratching the surface. We're just tilling the ground right now. Because when we really get to talking about this money thing, y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all better be ready for it, because I got to get you first to see the importance first of investing in you. You can't be a player in a game if you don't have no money. Just be real honest about it. You have to have some money. Did I say you need money to have recreational fun? No. But you need money to first invest in you as a person. That is what you're missing. See, everybody want all the trinkets on all the games. Show me this strategy. Show me this strategy. How do I do this? How do I do that? But they have not taken the time to invest in them as a person. This goes for men and women. And investing for you ladies ain't just in your makeup, hair weaves, and pumps and red bottoms and this and that. No, that's not investing, because some of y'all open your mouth and I'm looking. What'd she say? Did she just say that? Oh, okay.
Instantly written off. Your mind ain't right.
Ain't ready.
And you know what the biggest problem is? People feel like they can't afford to put money toward what's really important. And it's because they've already got it prioritized somewhere else. When I tell you, hey, we're going to improve some technical aspect of the show or some type of thing, immediately our mind gets switched on to where that needs to be, attention needs to be now directed. And if we're telling you right now that if you're spending your money on the wrong thing, like materialistic items and blah, 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 you need to instantly move your perception to what we're talking about, because the money's there. It's just not prioritized. And if you think you don't have the energy to work on it, then you're not even willing to pay attention, which is the money we're talking about, the investment we're talking about in changing you.
Damon, you're on fire today. When you don't work on your mind, you can fake it in front of all the women. But when the clock starts 12, then the real self show out is over. Dude, you on fire.
That's what the part you can't afford. That's the part you can't afford, to have to spend all that time and energy to get to a point where it all goes back in reverse and it's as if it never happened. But you lost because you lost your money. You should not be able to afford that. You should be telling yourself, I can't afford to do that.
True Savage True Savage, man, dude, you going in, man. Social skills whack, no conversation, bad breath, indecisive, dressed like a middle school, still wearing Power Ranger t-shirts, no goals, no plans, credit jacked, but they want a woman with them. What? I don't even know what to say to that. You just said a mouthful. I hit the wrong button, but here it is. Dude, because he don't want to watch. 24, let's get the lights up. Okay, what's up, Shannon? You're supposed to fake it till you make it. Baby, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but you are supposed to fake it till you make it, but you're not supposed to become the fake.
Say that again, Jono.
You're supposed to fake it till you make it, but you're not supposed to become the fake. Becoming the fake means you're always putting forth the fake persona. Faking it till you're making it means you're using the image of whatever you're trying to get to, and you're now adding to your persona those items slowly and over time. But some people become the fake because they don't actually can't afford to be that way, and they still put forth that persona. They haven't been realistic or honest with themselves.
Faking. Let me get this super chat. Shout out to my dude, Building Self 702, my dude down in Vegas. What's going on, boy? Salute to LDA and the guests. My my name is Building Self. Is what is means investing in yourself. Fake will cause problems in the real listen. That's true. Y'all getting it now. Y'all getting it. Wait a minute. As long as you have a go and working on it. Correct, you're working on it, but you can't. Too many people see this is the thing. When he said fake it till you make it, you cannot. If you giving off the scent of being fake, guess what's going to happen? No matter when you get it, you still going to be what? Fake. Who wrote the song? You're a fake, baby. You know what I'm trying to think. You a fake. She's a fake. I think it might have been Alexander O'Neal. Salute to the battle, right? So a lot of people got to stop all this faking into the. We understand about the fake it to the make it, but don't become a fake while you're making it. Don't become a fake while you're in the process of making it. And some of it,
you're missing the mark. You're missing the mark at that point. How if you become fake, say you faking it, and you're saying, "Oh, well, you know what? I'm looking into getting this, or I'm looking into it." You're literally priming the pump to allow the system to download the ideas into your subconscious. That's faking it, right? You're like, okay, I'm trying out. It's like going window shopping. I'm going to seek out what I want and see what's possible. I'm going to talk about it amongst my friends. I want to see how it resonates, whether they think it's a good fit, or if I think it's a good fit. Talk to your family, your brothers, your mother, your father, people you trust. See how it fits in with your persona. And if you start acting like it's yours, guess what? The universe is going to pull it in your direction. That is faking it till you make it, or just what's called visualization. That's just a better, more clinical word to say it. But if you walk around lying to people, that's faking it to you. And now you're becoming the fake. Okay? You're becoming the liar. You're becoming the person that is a BSer. And what happens is you're never going to get a result from that, because you're always having to catch the lie.
Right. It said, not even, bro, rocking a George Jefferson top ain't popping. Let me say something. I got to get something to get about that, because it's really good about the faking, because I think some guys in here, I'm glad you said that, Shannon Mona. So let me say this. So we hear faking when we make it all the time. Fake it till you make it. The thing that you're doing is you're not faking, actually, you're becoming who you really are. So you're convincing yourself, you're convincing yourself, this is who I am. So to the world, it may look fake, but to you, it's the reality of who you really are. So it outwardly, it looks fake, but in reality, it must become real to you that you embody it. It's like, this is who I am. So it's never a fake to you. It's a fake to people on the outside of you, but it's never a fake to you because it is your reality.
True. And are you being realistic? That's what reality is. Are you being realistic to yourself? Have you been fair to yourself, true to yourself, looked in the mirror, like we talked about last week? Did you look in the mirror and say, these are the things that make me happy? Or are you just trying to get likes on Instagram? Which one is it?
Faking till you make it is believing and focus on something that hasn't materialized yet, and it become a reality over time and energy. It has to be. Let me say this. Let me clear that one thing. It becomes a reality the moment you think about it. Creation is not being let me say it now. Y'all making me go into this, John. I don't know why they make us go. Creation is not being created. It is already created. Let me say that again. Creation is not being made. It is already created. You're just recognizing what's already created. Example then. This mouse was already created. I needed a mouse. What I had to do is realize that I needed a mouse, and what happens?
You materialize it.
it materializing that this is what I need. Y'all got to get it. What's up? My cousin on here, my big cuz on here, who was a player for real back in the day. What's John? Oh, what's going on? Then it becomes facts. Oh, Trav, what's going on, bro? Hey, all the way down to California. Now this is my cousin. This is my cousin. What's up, cuz? This is Marcus. We in California watching you live. This is my cousin. He had the perm with the hat to the side. He was about, when I was younger, I said I wanted my hair like that, but I've got none. My cousin had the waves. He was about that life in California and here. So salute to you, cuz. I appreciate you. So, but I want you guys to realize this is so important, because this is tying about, can you afford to be a player in the game? This is real life. And some of you guys are faking being players and you messing up the game.
You messing your money up. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you spend $200 on a weekend and you didn't actually have any fun, and all you did was take a bunch of pictures and some likes, you can't afford to have that problem. That's a dumb problem to have.
So can you afford to be a player in the game? Let me say something. Oh, we got some time. We still got some time to exercise this. So can you afford to be a player in the game? That's the real question. This is a series that's going to happen. It's going to be all week. Can you afford to be a player in the game? That is the real question, because a lot of you think you can and you cannot. One of the biggest things we're talking about today is investment in you, and M-O-N-E-Y. M-O-N-E-Y. Thank you for recognizing your big cuz. Love you, man. Proud of you. I appreciate you, cousin. Got to show love to the one with the perm. Got to show, dude. His perm was fire back in the day. But I want y'all to realize how important it is. I'm glad the way it's going right now, this flow, because a lot of guys think that the investment that you make is for the woman. Let me say this. I'm saying this again. We're saying this because I want you to get it. It is not for the woman. Your initial investment must be for you.
True.
Get money. Thank you for the correction. Right. So you're right. So let me say that again, because he said something that was very important. Faking it to make it is when you realize what you want is already here right now, but the outward world thinks you're faking it, but you're in the reality that is already done. I'm saying in multiple ways so you can get it.
That's very well put. Very well put right there. And by becoming the fake is that you didn't materialize it, and you're now giving out the perception that you've already had it. Having it already in the mind means you're still creating it and bringing it to that reality. Okay, so becoming the fake means that you are telling everybody else something that's still not true. You get it?
Right. And see, that's what most people. That's what do peace. Let me wait, man. When you say that, just hit me like a ton of bricks. That's when most people mess up in the game, because they fake.
They still fake. Are you still fake?
Fierce Soul said, "Walk us slow, LD and John. I'm loving this new series." Right? Yeah, we walking you some. The biggest return on hours you will ever get is when you invest in yourself. Jonathan, thank you. Right. Shout out to my cousin. Yeah, cuz at the perm died, fried, laid to the side. Right.
I'll give you a perfect example. Your vision board. Your vision board is not a sign of the things that you have. It's what you want. But that doesn't mean that it's a fake thing because you don't have it yet. You're bringing those things to perception. Okay. Some people put, like sometimes I put the car I want on my cover page. It's not because I'm telling you I have it already. If you know me for real, you know I don't have it yet, but I'm trying to put it out there in the universe so that I can attract it to myself. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm making it plain. I'm putting it out there so that the universe can bring it to me. Now, if I go out there telling people I have it, now you're becoming the fake. Because now if they want to prove you, now you have to go dance all around. And some people go even further by going to rent the car and tell them it's theirs. That's not real. Now, I'm not telling you don't rent your favorite car. I'm saying you should rent a car just because you need to find out if that's what you really want at some point, and you may not be at that stage yet. But when you rent a car to go rent the Lambo, park outside the club, and tell everybody that's your car, when they can clearly see you got blank plates on the back and they from a rental company, where's your excuse? You know what I'm saying? Don't become the fake.
You're a fake, baby. People have a warped the meaning by their perpetuating act. What is that? Action. Right. That's completely it. So I want you guys to really understand. Just use some self-determination, self-discipline to focus on building yourself. Correct, Dr. Cooper. So it's important that I want you guys to realize. I'm glad she brought up the fake thing. I guess that was.
Oh yeah, that was a great direction to go in.
Huh?
That was a great direction to go into. I appreciated that.
Yeah, thank you, Shannon. That's so much true because so many people are faking the game. Let me say something. Can I? Let me step back a little bit. I'm gonna get my hand off the mouse. Some people are even faking the game, even on these YouTube streets.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly where I'm going.
Let me move the veil. So they can. I ain't talking about nobody, but I'm talking about everybody. I ain't talking about nobody, but I'm talking about everybody. Let me say that again. I ain't talking about nobody, but I'm talking about everybody. Anybody can get up here and talk about that they get women, that they run in this game, that they doing all of this, and that they got this car, they live in this place, they doing that. Anybody can get up here and talk the game, but don't have it in them. Anybody can tell them that they got women. Anybody can dress with a fedora hat and with the cool thing on, and they you need a couple gunshots. Oh, there you go. Anybody can get up here and do that. Anybody can come with the gold chain. Anybody can come up there and say this and say that and say you dig. Did you dig and saying all that stuff does not make you player. It does not mean you it. There's too many people faking it who are not living it beyond YouTube. Get it together, brothers. You need to recognize when someone really has game and when someone really does not, or when they're taking the time to invest in themselves. We got too many fakers out there. Don't come from my channel, but I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Real game, recognize game.
Game respects game.
And respect it. There's two, and I'm not talking about nobody. I'm talking about for me. I've been doing this for close to over 12 years. Doing this on some capacity. So I didn't see them come. I didn't see them go. I didn't see them high and I am see them low. But when game recognize game, you don't have to say that I get women because my persona lets you know that women are after me. Let's keep it 100. Yeah. And then even about the women, you know that what I'm saying and what John said is real spit or real slap in the words of Trav.
If you have to constantly reinforce the fact that you are a player, that you got all these credentials, then that's almost proof that it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because you're still trying to talk yourself into it. You're not talking to your audience, you're talking to yourself. And what we're trying to say is if you really want to get a hold of the game, you got to get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of your reality, put yourself in a confident mode for yourself, and then you can then move out with the right persona, with the right perception of yourself, the right game, and you will win.
Let me get some of these comments. It's vital to invest yourself being a player in the game. Spiritual mindset, finance, right. Game recognized game. The woman you attract will reflect how you invest in. My God.
That's a summary of everything we just talked about.
Oh my God.
That's the whole show in one sentence right there.
I gotta snap. I gotta take a picture of that, dude. I can't.
That's the whole show. Make that the thumbnail.
Yeah. That I'm trying to. I can't even get to my camera fast enough to get to what you just wrote. Let me take a picture of that. 1 second. It's vital to invest in yourself being a player in the game. Spirituality, mindset, and finance. Game recognized game. The woman you attract will reflect how you invest in yourself. No frauds. My God.
That's the wrap up right there. You need no other wrap up right there.
Right. Jill Scott, said, "You got me too fool's gold." Dr. Cooper, you right. Too many of these guys and women be fool's gold. You need gunshots on that one. Truth, dude, you hit it. We know emotions are real, but we can't see it if most people think only they are the physical. They think that physical is real. Okay, let's get to the next one. Good one right there. That's why your determination never
Demonstrate.
your demonstrations never explained. People can see your value from how you move and carry yourself. You shouldn't have to always be selling a dream to a woman.
If you're always talking about what's next, the present's never gonna become.
What did you say?
Do this. Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Game, recognize game. Woo! Y'all, this is fire right here. What's up? Okay, tell me hit that PayPal, right? Y'all get it. And my cousin saying, you know, you call me by my name. You know what, Larry? You call me by my government name. Cut, look, cut. He said, you are 100%. I don't have to say it back in the day that I had women. Women takes me. This is my cousin. He was, dude, this is my cousin with the perm. If my cousin with the perm, what did he say? I didn't have to say it back in the day. I had the women, and that is 100% true. That is real talk. My cousin is saying that. You know, my cousin saying that, call me by my other name. The people will speak for you. You never had to reaffirm things based on the results of your life. People out here not knowing themselves at 37 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Woo, y'all going in on this one. Gee,
20 years in adulthood, you don't know who yourself is?
Champion game, right. Putting on a fake facade, fake persona. Scripture says, study yourself to show yourself approved. Study where you want to go, and you will attract what it is you're asking God for. God will not give you something you're not prepared and ready for.
Oh,
gee, y'all going
that.
What is going on here? This y'all going in. Y'all know I got 1 minute. Respect, true savage. Shannon, 39 still came and still fighting themselves. Whoa.
Yeah, you listen, you are still finding yourself, but you are not putting out a persona that doesn't exemplify the better version of you, though. You are getting and moving to the top.
Shoot, they're going in on here. Bragging is a sign of I can't even, I'm gonna get a gunshot before I even go on. Bragging is a sign of insecurity. If you know your worth and carry yourself well, people will see it as authentic and respect you. Jesus Christ. I don't know what what have we done today? I can't even get to the comments. All the comments. Please, 100%. I believe that's facts that you understand that is great. Life should be constant growing, right? Y'all going in there. Never stop learning, no matter your circumstance. Y'all consistency. Come on, y'all going in. A lot of awakening happening. You fellas keep digging into the hitting the goal, right? Oh man, I was afraid to admit here that I'm in the search to find my real self, and I'm well over 39, and this is why this channel is for me, dude. For you to even admit that you already found yourself.
Exactly.
You already found yourself. This is the
new version of you. This is the new version of you right now. You're moving in to your new self.
And don't even be afraid to ever say, y'all didn't, man, this, I didn't know how this was going to go today.
It goes the way the Spirit says to go. And the Spirit moved it.
Where's she at? Shannon? Where you at? Sister girl.
Yo, you brought it out today.
You brought it out today.
Thank you.
You brought it out because there's too many fakes out there. I don't want to see. I don't want to be calling names and stuff, but I'm gonna go with William said back here. Let me see if I can get to William's comment because it made sense to me. I'm gonna have to touch the screen 1 second. Right there. Bragging is a sign of insecurity. If you know your worth and carry yourself, people will see it as authentic and respect you. I had to say that. Woo! Just like they say, game recognize game, spiritual realm recognize spiritual realm. and that comes from God. My cousin coming out with it. Come on. Y'all got to get this. Shannon, thank you so much. Vibe today. Yeah, it was vibes today. Woo, woo. Y'all, I can't even keep up with everything, man. Y'all trying to. Okay, I'm getting the message in the background. All right, I feel you. Okay, come with the Bible. God gave Adam and Eve when he said it's not good for man to be alone. And after Adam finished the work God originally assigned him to do, not before he was finished. Assignment has to be complete before God will give you what you've been faking like and prepare you. God knows the real you. Y'all heavy today, man. And it's past my time. The number for the day is 49. The number 49 is 49. Speak the truth, John. It's spiritual.
True.
Are you a fake? You can afford to be a player. Can you afford to be a player in the game?
See, now the title makes so much more sense, right? Can you afford to be a fake? Can you afford to be a player? Can you even afford to be a player in the game?
Can you afford to be a player in the game? Seriously. Whoa. It just hit me. I just about to end it, but I seen something. Can you afford to listen to fakers talking about the game?
Oh my God. You see? That's the real problem.
Wait.
You think you're trying to make it listening to some fakers.
Let me say that again for those in the back of the stadium. Can you afford to listen to fakers talking about the game who don't have game?
Where's your proof? Where's their proof? Or they just talking
sugar, honey, iced tea. I learned that from a cartoon, actually. Joe Blast, that's what LEA just told you. We chop it up behind the scenes. I can sense you a brother on the mission. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, see? Have a great day, people. Be authentic in your life and you will attract what you desire. Indeed, True Savage. Wow, LDA, you knocking out punches. Yeah. Can you afford? I know the numbers drop. I don't care. Can you afford listen to somebody thinking about the game? True. Behind the scenes, this man has seen me in action. So this ain't fake. And it ain't even about the women. Please understand.
And you know what? The universe gave me two words just now. Are you being repetitive or creative? We talked about that earlier. You keep doing the same thing and not getting a different result. That means you're not being creative. Are you being repetitive or creative?
Oh, shoot. Just my cousin going in. Golly. Let me tell you something, cuz. Oh, he really going. Have a great. I was a true player. Nothing fake about me. You know that, cuz you see me. I never bragged on what I was doing back in the day. I seen him. Just the Lord's my witness. Y'all going in. I don't know why they call me. Don't you call me that name, Dr. Cooper. Don't do that. It's always Lawrence. Forget your power and become a slave to one with a false sense of power or direction. Hard pill to swallow. Woo. Real facts, John. We need to be creative, man. I gotta go. Tomorrow, we will continue with part 2 in this series of this week on can you afford to be a player in the game? We just scratched the surface because we got to get you to stop being fake and stop listening to fake people. So don't you content creators, anybody else try to inbox, well, you talking about me? I ain't talking about, I said I'm not talking about nobody, but I'm talking to everybody. Didn't I say that? I'm not talking about
the mirror and say, is he talking about me? Tell it to the mirror. Don't tell it to us.
Right. I ain't gonna go there with that too. I'm not gonna say that because then I'll stir something up on these YouTube streets about that, but I'll leave that for behind the scene conversation. This is Lawrence D. Adams and Jono. I cut friends off for being lame in the game. It's so easy to unsubscribe from frauds. Point out the lie.
Facts.
Wait till tomorrow. Part 2. Can you afford to be a player in the game? We just touched.
We might tell you where your money's getting messed up. Maybe.
Somebody just hit me. Everybody just hit me up on this one. I don't know. Somebody just hit me up. I don't know. I heard my little buzzer go off. Y'all gotta go. It's time the music to come on. I'm gonna put this music on. Hey, we out of here. Y'all get too much.